All right, so this is the first real Mac software thing that we've talked about here on the show. And what I've got in front of me here on my screen is my MacLogger DX screen with the context that I made from the K0987 activation I did yesterday. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this log file and turn it into a format that is understandable, readable, in the format that the Parks on the Air guys expect. So it's pretty straightforward. We need to do an export from MacLogger DX as step one. Then we need to take that file that they output and modify it so it fits the POTA format. So I'm going to come up to, with the right log file open, I'm going to come up and I'm going to do an export to ADIF. You can see that there's a SOTA built in, but that one isn't the same as the POTA. So we need to do an ADIF and give it a name. I usually throw it on my desktop. I'm going to call it K0987 dash, and then the date was 07 070221. All right, and that file's out there, and we're really done in MacLogger, so I'm going to quit that. And then I'm going to come onto my desktop, and we're going to find the file. You can see I've got a couple other ones out here already, and this is it right here. And what we need to do is open this up in a text editor. And the text editor that I use is called Atom. It's free. You can grab it off the internet. Just download it. It's really used primarily by developers, but I do. My day job is IT, so I use it a lot for editing config files and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say open with other, and I'm going to pick Atom. I'm actually going to. I'm not going to say always open. Say open. All right. So I've got two files up here. All right, from two different parks. I've got one up here that's from park 0995. This is from 0987 the other day. So what you see here is essentially it's a proprietary tagged file format mode. It's not really XML, but it follows some of the similar formatting conventions. What we're going to see at the very top was created by MacLogger, gives the version number, gives the ADIF for the version number of the file format, and then it starts creating entries. And you'll see each entry here is essentially one log of one QSO. All right, who it was, the date, time, on, off. That's actually all pretty superfluous stuff for what the Parks on the Air folks want. The pieces that they really want to have, if you come over here, this is a log file that I've previously submitted. All right, what we need to do is we need to add in this section here, station call sign, right? Telling me that it's me. We have to add this my sig section for tell you this park's on the air, and I need the sig info that gives it the park number, right? Those are the three sections that we need to add into each record in the log file. If you wanted to, you could really delete all this other stuff. Parks on the Air's website is smart enough to weed all that stuff out. It only pays attention to the tags that it's looking for, so I don't even bother doing that. The next time we do this, I'm actually going to show you a different way to do it using just a spreadsheet. But for this time, we're going to use the MacLogger format. So that's the stuff that we want to get in there. I'm actually going to copy and paste this. I'm going to copy that because that's really the field I want. And I'm going to come over here. And you'll notice if I flip back and forth between the two, this is the last line before the end of record, right? And it occurs before my grid square. And my grid square is the same. So I'm going to come over here, and you see we've got my grid square here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a find. I get a find in there. And my paste is going to be what I put in, right? My call sign KC9YDC, Parks on the Air. I'm just going to come in here, and it's park 0987 is the park number. So I'm going to change that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to say find this. All right, that's the tag. Find my grid square 4 and replace it with, and I'm going to keep that my grid square in there. My grid square 4 and then all the other information that I need. Does that make sense? So then what you're going to get, right, if I go back over to the other one, right, is right before my grid square. Actually, I need to put my grid square at the end. My bad. Take that out of there. Put that in there, right? And then we'll do a find and replace on everything, and we should be good to go. It tells me there's 12 instances found, which makes sense because I had 12 QSOs. And I'm just going to tell it to replace all. Boom. And you'll now see that each record has got that right in there. And we're good to go. Now all I need to do is do a save on this file save, and my log file is good to go. So I can get out of Atom. I've got this file on my desktop. I'm going to open up my email. That's my personal email. And I'm going to email it to k9@parksontheair.com. And I always just name my submission K0987, July 2nd, 2021. And then you just attach it to that file or to that email. Boom. And off you go. And within about 48 hours, your data will all be on the Parks on the Air website. If you have any questions, comment below. And as always, if you like this video, subscribe, click the notification bell at the top. It's important. We're trying to grow the channel.